Hello, I'm Sabrina Bornstein. I'm with Buro Happold. I joined just under a year ago to focus on resilience. Before that, I was with the City of LA, where I was the Deputy Chief Resilience Officer. So today I'm going to talk about resilience. I'm going to start, though, with a story around personal resilience, which I imagine we all have one or two. So in 1999, the largest fire in California history at that time swept through Oakland, which is where I'm from. And it burned thousands of homes, including our own. And as you can see from these very hazy early 90s photos, this was our chimney and its debut in the New York Times. And so this really impacted me for a number of reasons, as you can imagine. One sort of impact that really stuck with me was how fortunate we were in terms of our safety net. We had insurance, and we also had friends and families who were kind enough to house us when we didn't have a home for those few months. The second piece was that it was so urgent to get people back into homes that there really isn't much time to plan, and it's about getting people rehoused as quickly as possible. And it's an urgent state, so it's something that understandably is prioritized, but there's a real opportunity to start to have these conversations sooner. And so my resilience story is becoming more and more common. 7 out of the 10 most destructive fires in California history have now happened in the last 5 years. We're seeing more with earthquakes, hurricanes. I'm really fun to bring to dinner parties. But I'm here for a reason, because I believe there's something we can do about it. And that's where we're starting to see more and more communities looking towards this concept of resilience and planning for resilience. And so that's a vague term. I like to say it's probably where sustainability was 5 years ago. So it can mean many different things to different people. And I like to use the 100 Resilient Cities network definition. When I was at the City of LA, we were part of that network. And that's resilience is the ability to survive, adapt, and thrive no matter the shock or stress, and even transform when conditions require it. And so in terms of how we start to actually plan and implement for resilience, this is our cover. I think there are a number of questions we can start to ask and plan for. The first is, what is our vision for resilience today? We're already experiencing things like increasing heat waves, and there's opportunities for us to think about what we want to do today. There's also, how do we prepare for an uncertain future? We know that there are these extremes that are happening more and more, but it's uncertain, so how do we adapt to that over time? And then lastly, how do we start to have the conversation and vision for how we want to rebuild and have that conversation today before an event, so that we can sort of shift from bouncing back and really think much more about how we want to bounce forward. Thank you.